Yeah, so tell me how I'm in Burlington, right? And my son comes to me with a toy.
What's that toy?
Look at the toy. Now you think it's all cute or whatever until you see this. Look at that. Why? Why? Look. Why in the hell would a boy want a toy with a boy shaking his butt? This is ridiculous. It's not funny. This is ridiculous. This is what's wrong with the world, y'all. This is what's wrong with the world. Horrible. Ridiculous.
All right, so let me just say, as a DC fan, as a comic fan in general, a lot of these types out here that are agreeing with this, and like I said, you should see the comments directly in front of you. You have too many out here that want to agree and then want to say, "Oh, this is just fine. It's a part of the show. It's a part of the show. It's a part of the show. It's a part of the show," and it's like, but that's not a part of the character. You obviously have writers that are there who have a type of influence, and this is what they want to put directly out there. Because in the original Teen Titans, which more than likely none of these clowns have actually watched, it had a more serious tone. For those of us who are part of a generation and watching the cartoons that we love mature and actually grow up, right? Such as the Justice League. They got the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Those dealt with very serious issues over a variety of things. Things that might have touched on, potential misdeeds of a whole nother race. It could have potentially talked about, other types of history. It could have mentioned slavery, relationships, politics, a lot of stuff, right? But that was for those who are growing up and actually maturing, right? We're watching our cartoons mature and get older. When it deals with the newer generation, this is what they want to put into a lot of these shows. I've talked about this time and time again. Historically speaking, Robin has never done this. He's only done this on these TV shows, right? And specifically just this one, which is Teen Titans Go. That is it. And I told people before that I didn't like the show because of a variety of things that it was doing. Number one, they wanted to make everything, just silly and ha ha, he he, and all this other type of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works. Like that's not been the Teen Titans at all. Even going back to the source material, everything has been serious. Again, it's Teen Titans. Teen Titans deals with very serious issues, right? Issues that anybody could potentially relate directly to. Now, when you look at it, they want to throw things in there like this, and they want to just sum it up to be comedy. And I checked out quite a few of these profiles that left this comment, and of course, they're from the community. And the reason that they're speaking is because what they see is themselves. They'll be like, oh, we're getting celebrated and this is representing us, and really there's nothing that's negative about this. And then they internalize it where they're like, oh, well, if you got a problem with this, just say that you're homophobic. But also, this is just a joke and it shouldn't even be that serious and da da da. Like I said, they don't know nothing about what it is that they're talking about. They don't know nothing. Because I promise you, a lot of these folks was never talking about comics from the get-go. They weren't doing this. And also, I wanna make this very clear. A lot of these folks that's okay directly with this, these are the same folks that like to ship characters. If people don't know what shipping characters are, this is when people want to take two of the male characters and they want to put them together and to be in a relationship. So case in point, if anything, anybody knows about Naruto, these are the same exact folks who want to ship Sasuke and his brother Itachi and make them into a relationship. And I'm like, how do you, like, y'all some weirdos. Like I said, it's a lot of weirdos directly out here. Like I told people before, this is why whenever you see a lot of these comments, you got to check these profiles out here. Because like I said, you're not dealing with like some AI and bots. Nah, these are real people. These are real people that be sitting up there writing a lot of this nonsense directly out here. And they're okay with it as long as it basically celebrates them, as long as it's moving and pushing them forward, as long as it's showing off something that's a part of them, they're fine. And then on top of that, I had to block out the music. But that was like some New Orleans music. So again, in one real segment of the United States, This is what you got people like this, like to do. But beyond that, you got men in Arab countries dancing like this as well too. And I'm like, whatever. Whatever. But like I said, this is crazy for people to sit back and to think that this is okay. It is not. It is not. And people want to make it seem like there's it's not an agenda. There is an agenda. Because case in point, like I told people before, my main favorite story that I love telling people, if you grew up in the early 2000s and the 90s, and even further back, you remember going directly to a corner store with your parents or even a gas station. And this was back during the time frame when they used to have the plexiglass, so you could see like the candy and the chips, directly on the lower shelf, right? Down on that section, they would also have advertisements. And a lot of the folks of today don't even know anything about those advertisements. Those advertisements used to be for alcohol, and it used to be for cigarettes. And they had a variety of different advertisements directly up there. One of the advertisements I remember is Camel Joe. He was a cartoon, camel, meant to look cool. He was sitting up there, smoking cigarettes and all this other type of stuff. And what do you think that would mean if kids are consistently seeing that every single time? Again, that content is below the counter. Your average adult who is 5'7", 5'8" plus, above, they're not seeing that. They may see it at an angle when they're coming directly into the store, but once everything gets to a leveled view, they're not seeing that no more. They're looking at the advertisements that are at their height or above. That's what normal adults do. They're not automatically looking down at the ground and all this. Yeah, like I said, that's for the kids. That was the agenda, to get the kids comfortable and think that smoking is basically cool by using something that is not real, aka a cartoon, and modeling it and putting it in a certain type of way where the kids will directly embrace it. So again, this is how advertisement work. It is a form of psychology, right? It is psychological warfare. You can look these things directly up. So again, when people want to decide to state that, there's not this, agenda, towards the kids, it is. You just don't want to sit up there and see it because you're one of the ones that side with other folks directly out here, because y'all make it seem as though that if people are not for it, then they're automatically against you. And I'm like, that's wild. That's some weird type of wiring. That's a weird type of thing to come directly up with. Like I said, I need people to figure themselves out. I need people to figure themselves out, because this is not the way. Like, this is not funny. Like, we should not have cartoon characters out here twerking. I don't care if it's male or female. We should not have cartoon characters out here twerking. Like, that is just not it. It just is not it. Like I said, leave that stuff directly up there for the adults and everything like that. Whatever adults do is what adults do. You shouldn't be trying to monetize this and push this directly onto kids and have them think that this stuff is normal, because it's not. Kids should just be kids. Kids are worried about colors. They're worried about their friends. They're worried about their favorite movies, who it is that they're not going, who it is that they like Monday and who it is that they're not going to like on Friday, right? They're worried about stuff like that, right? Or maybe even potentially going outside, which I'm not too sure about anymore, because a lot of these kids are addicted to tech. But or maybe they're worried about their brand new iPhone or whatever devices coming directly out. Like I said, those are normal concerns that kids should have. This should not be nowhere on the radar at all. And like I said, respect to this mom for standing up, for speaking out, and also showcasing this to give a warning directly to a lot of other parents out here. Like I said, I tried to tell parents about a lot of things, and I'm a gamer, so I spot this stuff before a lot of these other adults out here spot it, because a lot of other adults are not playing video games. Trust me, they're not watching a lot of these shows. Trust me. But people don't want to listen. Folks don't want to listen out here, but it'd be like that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.